some point. Yeah, she is. Oh my God. I got a couple things to show you guys. Oh, I know, right? I think all of us love babies. I got me some Chinese food. Oh, this smells so good. Chris, hi. Oh my God. They make it almost impossible to open. There we go. You guys, these are ours. Like, we buy these. Like, we bought a whole kit of these because you got to have these. But mushroom chicken. Amazing. I think Sarah's just had her entire freaking week made, day made, month made, whatever. What is it about cooked zucchini that is so good? It is so good. I needed food. Like, Sarah and I had to get food on the way home. I have to remember, just a couple bites at a time. Otherwise, I'll make myself sick. I have some really cute stuff to show you guys. Oh, how funny. That's actually super funny. I'm live and it's showing it on the TV out there. Yeah, Sarah follows our channel, so it shows that I'm live so she can jump in if she wanted to. You're in a very genial mood. Nice. Yes, I don't want to hear anybody coming at me about me drinking an energy drink. Amy, how are all of yous? How are yous all? We are goods. I'm going to show you guys a couple things that Sarah and I were, well, I guess you say Grandma picked these ones out. But I ran them past Sarah. I was like, you have to see these. And then the other one Sarah picked out. But I have to show you guys these. We had the best ultrasound today. Carlisle is one of the most active little buggers I've ever seen on an ultrasound. Like, he was kicking, squirming. He looked right at the camera. So Sarah has like the cutest, like, straight at the camera face shots of Carlisle. And we got the cutest little profile picture of him, his perfect little bits. Like, he's so cute. Nice. Happy anniversary, man. And then on top of that, Dr. Whipple will see her in 3 weeks, right? So she'll be 14 weeks. And he said, and we shall see during that ultrasound. And what did he say? Hopefully we see a little penis on the screen, which was super funny. But he said he's pretty sure those blood tests, every person that he's ever had do the blood test, it's pretty freaking accurate. He said usually they come back in and have when they do the follow-up and they see it, it's usually pretty accurate that the blood test is correct. Especially if they are checking specifically in blood work for the X or Y chromosome. If they're checking for that Y chromosome, it's pretty accurate. Alien face shots. No, he looks so much like you can see some details. He's using a very advanced piece of equipment. So yeah, that's usually if they have like the older ultrasounds, but this one, you can see the shape of his nose and everything. It is the cutest thing. Like his profile, you can see the perfect shape of his forehead, his little nub of a nose, and then you can see that he's going to have full lips. Like, he's got fuller lips. And then he's looking like straight on, and you can see like the shape of his no, he didn't do 4D, but his ultrasound equipment is not like the it's not that old-fashioned stuff where it's just a bunch of bone. Hold on, Sarah, what'd you send me? I gotta look. What's that for? What? You sent me the same picture. I zoomed in. I know. What kind of was it? That's how the day it made it for my. Oh. Oh my god, that is such a good profile. He's gonna have some full lips. Oh my gosh, he is just gonna be so beautiful. I can't show you guys because, like I said, we're not showing him on screen. But oh my god, that profile is something else, isn't it? Look at that nose. And you can see his ear, which I think is the cutest thing ever. Look at that ear. You know, he's got his back to the camera, right? And then he's turned his head. Yeah, I like that you can really zoom in when the ones I sent you. You can zoom those in. You know, let me help Dad out because he can't see anything. He can't really make out. He's like, I'm not exactly sure what you're looking at. Hold on, let me edit the photo for Dad so I can point to him the baby's face. Hold on. No, I know, but he still can't make out like what it is. So I'm going to circle it and label the head. Hold on. Because he's like, I'm a man. We don't really know how to read these things. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Where's the thing at? I need to write text. Hold on, guys. I got to do this. We're not really going to discuss like Taylor's feelings, guys. Okay. We're just going to leave that a whole thing alone. Yeah, you were saying that the other day, Chris. All right, now let's do this again and go back to markup. Oh, nope, don't delete it. All right, now go. There we go. Go here. I need to. So we can do the little arrow. Oh my gosh, come on, get it on the right spot. Why can I not do this? Oh my god. I am really bad at this. Okay, seriously thing. There we go. Done. Okay, now done. Yeah, the funny part is so does the donor. The donor has really full lips too. So between Sarah and the donor, this little dude's gonna have nice full lips. Yeah. Actually, my fingers are not actually chubby. They're really scrawny. Like I have super scrawny fingers. Like that's my bone. Like actual, that's the bone sticking through. They just when I'm at a distance because I have little short hands, like I have tiny hands. Like guys, this is like a can of Monster, right? It's so big. Like it's so big in my hands. It's ridiculous. I have these small, yeah, Sarah always laughs at how tiny my hands are. I have really tiny hands and really tiny feet. Like really tiny feet. So, all right, now I'll send this to him. I'm gonna laugh when he sees it. He's gonna be like, oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, now go back and revert this back. Oh, you know what? Let me take a picture of it like this first. That way, for anybody else for future reference that can't quite read an ultrasound. There we go. Done. Now, take and edit this picture, revert it back to the original. There we go. There. Yeah, I know, but you know what? Like I've been like that's usually what I end up doing. Like even my most of my clothes, like pants and stuff, I usually go to the like kids section because I'm so short. Like people don't realize, like on camera you can't tell, but I'm super tiny. So like when I go to like shopping, I have to go to like the kids department to go shopping. Pants in the women's department, if I buy women's pants, I have to take them in to get tailored because they will not fit me. It doesn't matter what size I buy, whatever. They're never short enough for my legs. Um, oh no, her doctor is watching. She's considered high risk, so he sees her. He's been seeing her every other week doing ultrasounds. This time though, he waited only 1 week because she was so sick last week that he just wanted to get a quick look, make sure heartbeat was looking good, and then came back today to do her measurement. Baby looks right on target, so 11 weeks. So he's very happy with that. He said, yep, we'll keep the original due date as of right now. Baby is right on target, looking amazing. And so we're happy about that. He's going to see her in 3 weeks, only because he is leaving for his family's vacation before everything kind of goes crazy with the kids all coming back and going into school and the holidays coming up and everything. So him and his family are taking a little bit of a break. He doesn't have any patients right now that in this window that are due. So this is the time to take his vacation. So he'll see her in 3 weeks and hopefully everything looks great on the ultrasound. So yeah, we like with her insurance, it covers all of that. The doctor is who dictates like what all he needs to do because she's high risk. He's checking on her more often than not. So yeah, but I'm going to show you guys a couple things. So we went to the store after we finished at her appointment, and this one is so cute. So I'm going to go backwards in size. This is a 6 to 9 months. So this will fit him this time next year. So right around October, he'll be like 6 months old because he'll be 8 months old by Christmas. So this one is up to October because we still have pretty warm weather in October. So he'll be able to wear this, but it says, "Here comes trouble." He is a little troublemaker, by the way, which we absolutely love. I know, right? Then the next one, I can't. This is so freaking cute. This is a 3 to 6, and it says, "Handsome eyes, chubby thighs." I can't with this one. Handsome eyes, chubby thighs. That's right. He's cute. And then, of course, because elephants was the theme for Penelope, and sloths were the theme for Oakley. Sarah and I picked out this one. This is a 0 to 3 month, and it's got wee elephants on it. It's a little romper. So this is a 0 to 3 month. So this will be like newborn. This is so flipping cute. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, I cannot with that. I know, right? And then we could not. Like Sarah had to do this. This one is so cute. It's baby sloths. You guys, it's baby sloths. Look at this. It's a wee sloth outfit. Oh my gosh, I can't look at these will feet. Look. It's got wee sloths on the feet. Oh my god. I can't. This one right here. Oh my gosh. If this will fit him. We don't know if this will even fit him because depending on his size. But I think it will. I think he'll fit it for at least 1 or 2 times. I think. So we got those plus the rainbow pajama for when he's older. But yeah, super freaking, oh my God, I cannot believe how active. No, not yet. Uh, Amy, that's really early to like decide just yet because so many new things come out between now and like next April. So she could find something and be like, oh my God, this would be great. And then literally in a week's time, find the next thing that was better. I think the one that we really like that we did find says worth the wait. That one I think is really good. It could be a close contender for a coming home outfit, but coming home outfit right now is just, you don't pick that yet until you get a little bit closer. But yeah. Oh my gosh, that chicken is so good. Hi, Yosef. Sarah, they made this food so good. Me too. I'm letting it grow out now, so. Nope, not octopus, but I do love octopus. It's really good. What's new is we got to see the baby today, and he's a very squirmy boy. I told Sarah we think he might join Cirque du Soleil when he's older. Why does my watch keep going off? Watch, let me do this. I don't know how he can't see that. Like, he says, I still can't make out what it is. How? Do you not know what a profile picture is? Like, he says, I still can't make out what you're talking about. I'm going to zoom it in. Okay. I swear, some men. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Sarah and I took, I think, the hottest baths we've ever taken in our lifetime. Well, I did anyway. Sarah, of course, has to take heat, very carefully with the baby. I know. That's exactly what I just did. I'm going to send it to him this way. I'm going to start laughing. He's got his little lips puckered in the photo. It's so funny. He's so funny. He's like, I still don't get it. You moms have great eyes. I'm like, it's not about being a mom and having good eyes on it. Like, it's so clear what part of the face it is. Jay's not blonde. He's a black man, so I can tell you right now he's not blonde. Ah, so yeah, he is not blonde. Um, like how can you not tell? Like you've had like he was there when I was pregnant with Sarah and had seen all of Sarah's like imagery type stuff. So like come on now. And not only that, but it's so uh a bit of both. Oh my god. No, I wasn't talking about Taylor. We're not gonna send him anything. He doesn't even really care. Yeah, he's gonna notice it now that I zoomed it really in and labeled it. So maybe now he'll be able to be like, "Oh shit, okay, now I see it." Oh man. Oh man. Taylor is not a teenager, Amy. Taylor's 22 years old. He is not a teenager. Yeah, like not even close. Sarah's 20 and he's 22. He's older than Sarah. So, like, teenager? No. No. How can you not see a clear profile? It's so obvious. I don't see how he can't see a clear profile. No, it's not even that, Amy. Like, not even that. It's not even that. It's just Taylor. It has nothing to do with like age or anything like that. He just literally doesn't care. Like, he doesn't care. He's like, he has no interest whatsoever in being included or being a part of. So, and he's also mad at me right now, but that's okay. You got a new furry nephew? Nice. Because we're moving in January. And so there's a lot that goes into the move and Taylor is not happy about that. And that's okay to not be happy about that, but he's also grown and he was supposed to be doing all these other things previous to now, and he hasn't. So it's kind of now creeping up on him very quickly. He was already aware. We'd already told him previously that we are moving no later than February, but we got our date set. We are moving in January. Um, I don't think he will. Amy, that's the thing is like you guys don't understand. Like there's a lot of behind the scenes type stuff that we don't discuss. And I can tell you right now, there's not a good relationship between him and Sarah. Never has been, even from the time they were very little. They've never had a good relationship. They've never had a good bond. Um, yep. Nope. Yeah, we're moving. We're gonna be the girl. Oh, I'm so excited. We'll finally be closer to my work. Yeah. So Sarah and I are moving. Taylor has to move off of this property. My grandpa is has we're selling this house, right? This house is selling. And so my pops is the one buying it from his dad. So my pops is buying it from my grandpa. So it's going into his name and whatnot. So he is going to be coming up here and he is going to be staying in the guest property while they renovate this. So they're coming in to do a full renovation of this. We can't be living in it while they're renovating it. So I am switching houses with my pop. So I'll be taking up his property down in like downtown. So we're going to be much closer to my work. I'm actually going to be shaving off about 40 minutes of my drive. So I'm super stoked about that. And on top of that, like we'll be next to the dog park again. We'll be down where Sarah can go up to the park when she wants to during the day, stuff like that. So we'll be nice and close to the river again. So we won't be all the way up here in the mountain, which is great. And big old yard for the dogs to play in. Big old beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. It's hit my pops' house is all like updated, right? It's all upgraded, all the newer type stuff in it, all that. So we'll be there while we finish the process of buying our house. So we're going to be temporarily in my pops' house until we finish the full buying process. So we've got a bunch of stuff already in the work. I've already got people that I'm working with to consolidate any debt that I have, stuff like that. Oh yeah, he's known this since right after he moved up here in like he got out of the military in January or in December, and we talked to him about it in January. Because he already knew this was temporary. Us being up here was always temporary because this is my grandpa's house, and what we've been doing here is getting it ready to sell, right? So we've been finding all the type things that need to be repaired before you can put it up for sale. So we got all the big things fixed, and then they had an appraiser come out so they could figure out the appraisal process and what the appraiser what the appraisal of the property is. Now that my pops knows exactly what the appraisal price is, he was able to present the appraisal price to grandpa. Grandpa and him had a bit of a back and forth discussion, and grandpa agreed to sell him the property. So my pops is buying the property from his dad, but he also knows that he wants to do a bunch of renovation in here. So once he's all done renovating it, right, he's going to get it all renovated. They're going to pull down all the rest of this other stuff to rebuild it. And then he will put this place up as a rental house. And then this way he'll go back into his house down in town, and we should be moved into our house by then. Because it's going to take, like he said, the renovations that they're going to do in this place, it's going to take about a year. So it'll be nice. Gabby, hi. But I don't understand why he would be annoyed. One, he's grown. He's 22. He was also told about this almost a year ago. So this is what, October now? 10 months ago. I told him about this 10 months ago. So he's known about this since he moved up here. And I've been telling him every month, hey, you need to be looking for a roommate. Hey, have you found a roommate? Hey, Taylor, how's the roommate search going? Hey, have you checked in over at these apartments over here? And where we're moving to is going to be way further than where his job is. So he needs to find something around here. Yeah, that's the whole thing. That's what we want. See, like we haven't done a whole lot of moving, by the way. We lived in our house for 4 years. Then we got stuck in the RV for a year because of COVID. And then we've been up here since we moved up here with the RV. So we haven't done any moving. We got stuck in the RV because COVID hit and we couldn't get into a house. But we lived in our house for 4 years. So we were renting a house from a long friend of ours. But then when she realized she could get some extra funds when she did the rental program thing, she racked up the rent so high we couldn't afford it anymore. Oh yeah. No, he completely can afford his rent. He makes a good, decent income. If he stops blowing it on $40 DoorDash orders all the time, which he does, by the way, up here where we're at, there's no deliveries, right? They don't do delivery. So if you want delivery up here, you have to order it through like DoorDash or whatnot. And to come all the way up here, it cost $40. So he could order like a $12 sandwich and it's going to cost him like 50 something dollars for them to drive it here for him. So I kept telling him, you need to stop ordering food every single night. You are draining your bank account. You were supposed to be putting money away to pay for you to do like your deposit for your apartment. So there's apartments right here that are like 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. If he got himself a roommate, they could totally afford it together and still have like loads in their pocket for fun. So he could either get a 1 bedroom by himself and be able to afford it for a very decent price or whatnot. We just got Chinese for dinner. It was 50, 60, but that was for six. See, but that's for 6 people. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Yosef. Yeah. Sarah's doing good, Gabby. Like she's doing really good. She had a great appointment today. So she's literally riding on cloud nine right now. Yeah. So like what I'm trying to say is he's ordering like for just one, you're fine. We're grown. We're all grown-ups. Um, he's ordering food every single night. So by the end of the week, he's spending like $300-400 in food delivery when he could be spending $200 and buying 2 weeks worth of groceries, right? So you get my point. Um, Spending way too much money blowing it on foods, but then also blowing it on video games and video game upgrades and computers and then big TVs that he doesn't need. Um, and then he was like, his big thing yesterday was, well, I need to buy furniture and stuff. Okay, first of all, he has a futon and a bed. So he has a futon, which can equal out as a couch, temporarily. And then he has a bed. He can put his bed in the bedroom. So then he'll have his bed, he'll have a futon to make up for now. And so I'm trying to explain to him that that's the whole problem we're having with the discussion. Wow, yes, eating out adds up. Yes, it does. And that's the thing is he's not spending $50 for the food. He's spending $50 for the delivery of said food. And that's the problem I have with it. I'm like, stop it because the sandwich is 12 bucks. If we lived down in town, they would just deliver it for like the $3 delivery charge. But because we live up here, they don't deliver up here. So you have to DoorDash it. And to DoorDash it, it's $40 flat rate to come up to come up above the parkway. And so that's the problem is I'm like, dude, stop ordering food to bring up to the house. And I even told him this morning we were going to be down in town today for Sarah's appointment. And where we were going, the office that we're going to is right across the street from the Walmart grocery store. So just come with us. And while we're at her appointment, you go buy groceries. He wouldn't answer his door this morning. So, calling him, knocking for him, he didn't answer. So I'm waiting for him to wake up and decide if he wants me to take him grocery shopping. But yeah, it's the simple, small things because he's 22 and everybody goes through this, you guys. Every young person has this moment. Yeah, I know. But what I'm saying is you have to remember, like if you order pizza, right? There's no pizza places that deliver up here because of where we're located. So if you want food like that, you have to use DoorDash to get them up here because then it's an individual company. But that's the problem. If we lived in town, you could get it delivered by the actual company itself. So like if we were to order Domino's or Pizza Hut or something, if we lived in town, they would deliver in town. But not where we live. We live up in the mountain. They don't usually come up here. So to be able to order it through DoorDash tells you our location is a $40 delivery because to get up here, it's like almost 40-minute drive from town. So for them to drive their car into town, pick up your food, drive your food all the way up here, and then drive themselves all the way back down to town, it's like an hour and a half to almost 2-hour trip. So yeah, it's $40. It costs that much practically in gas to come up here and go back down. Hi, Joseph. Makes $8 an hour at one job. And then at the other job makes $9 an hour. But the other job, I'm only there 2 hours a day. And it doesn't add up. And it does add up. Yeah, eventually. Yeah, see, and that's the thing. If we lived in town, then they would deliver, but because we live completely out of the way, like, I'm serious, like, when I say it takes us 30-35 minutes to drive to town to go grocery shopping, that's what it costs. Like, we have to come off the mountain. So, we have to work our way all the way down the mountain to even get into town. So, yeah, he could make so many sandwiches at that price. Oh my god. But that's but I'm saying, he is grown. He's 22, but he's still in like that college boy, like end of high school days mindset, which is normal. Like, it's so normal, you guys. It's not like he's doing something completely wild. This is normal behavior for someone of his age who also has always kind of had things a little bit more comfortable. So I've always given, him the option to always be home, right? To always be with us. He lived on his own, paid rent and everything for a year before he went into the military when he moved out of our house. So he has lived on his own for an entire year and managed it just fine. I mean, the only thing I think he ever needed was for me to come help him pick out some groceries that and some meals that were easy prepare meals so that he could learn and get better at cooking in the kitchen. So I went through all that with him. Uh, we're all doing really good, Joseph. How are you? But yeah, so it does. It definitely does. And Taylor is no different than any of that. Like, he doesn't have any real big responsibilities right now, and that's, I think, kind of partly on me that I haven't really like put a foot down with him. He's really getting away with it awfully cheap here. Between all the utilities and everything, I'm only making him pay 200 a month. That's it, flat rate. That's for his rent and his utilities. That's all he pays is 200 a month. No, he is not, Gabby, not at all. So what he's paying here is super, super cheap. And so I think what he's realizing is he's not going to have this mass amount of money anymore to go and blow on just fast food and junk. Yeah, so see, but that's a whole different thing. Taylor is way more than capable. I think he's spoiled. Yeah, he is definitely wet behind the ears, without a doubt. And that's the thing is, he lived on his own for an entire year, then went into the military, did 2 years in the military, and then has been back, right? So 3 years now he's been on his own, like without mommy's assistance. So he's more than capable of managing it. It's he doesn't want to. That's the difference. So he has the tools and the ability. And I know he has the ability because he did it for an entire year before he left for the military. So I know he is so capable of managing and financing all his own stuff and doing it very well. Um, it's just a matter of giving him that bit of a hard shove to say, you have to. And like my pop said, and my pop said to him, you have to move out of the guest house. Your mom and sister have to move out of the main house because, okay, hold on one second. Did I do this right? Not the 1566. Okay, hold on. What? Which one is she refunding? Huh? Oh, hold on. Did she have to refund both of those together? All right, hold on, guys. 75. Hold on. Wow. I don't know what she's trying to refund. 14. What was the 29? What? And then she did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It came out wrong. Should come out to 98.45. No. All right. Oh my God, what is wrong with this thing? No. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys. I was helping my employee. She had a bit of a mix up on stuff. So 16, 13, 7. I'm kind of their main character. Yeah, see, and that's the difference though. That's different, Amy. Like if you're actually like if you have something that you're doing while you're there, that's fine. Yeah, see, and that's cool, Joseph. That's good stuff. Yeah, and see, but that's the thing is there's reasons why you guys live at home. Taylor doesn't have a reason to like he doesn't live here in the house with us. He has his own place. Like he lives in the guest property. So I charge him for the utility, like the little bit of utilities that he is using. So charge him $100 for like rent and $100 for utilities. Though they are way more than that, but I'm not going to charge him above that. Because I want him putting his money away to get into his own place. But he's gotten awfully comfortable with how he's living right now. So he hasn't even attempted to find himself a place. He was supposed to get up today, get dressed, go with me to go take him grocery shopping. And then there's the apartments right over here that he can get into as a military veteran. And yeah. Mm-mm. How would my food be freezing? It's like 100 degrees here. Yeah. Definitely not freezing. I don't think food could get frozen here very much anyway. It's too hot. It was so hot at first I could barely hold on to this to eat it. Now it's nice and warm. And I can only eat a couple bites at a time anyway before I start to feel sick, so I have to be careful. Those mushrooms are so hearty. I definitely don't need to reheat it right now. Because I keep nibbling on it throughout while I'm talking with you guys. And the reason why I do that is because I can't just sit and eat food. Yeah, I know. It definitely doesn't get cold. It's too hot here. Yeah. It's because I'm sitting here nibbling on it little by little. And so, no, it's still warm. But then again, I don't have the AC or anything turned on in the house, so it won't get cold. It's just the temperature inside the house right now is like 82. But yeah, so really cute clothes. Nope, I dropped the sloth. This, oh my god, I cannot wait till he gets to try this. 76 there. I don't even know what our temp is today. Let me take a look. Let's take a quick look. I'm glad I'm good with mathematics because I started looking over her receipt thing that she did. Poor thing, she definitely sounds like she's sick. It is 88 degrees. It's supposed to get up to 90 here pretty soon. So it's 82 here in the house. So it's all good. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I'll show you guys. Hold on, I'm going to show you guys real quick. If I can. It won't give me that. See if I can get. Let me get his. Oh my god, his little hand right there. He's like pushing his little hand out. And he went around the other side of him. Oh my gosh. I swear. I wonder if he's going to be able to figure that out. Oh my god, his little kicks. I love that. Let's see. So if you guys can see, that was his ultrasound with his heartbeat on it. So I'm trying to keep him covered. Sarah doesn't want him shown. But yeah, there you go. Right? But yeah, this, oh my God, I'm so, like, this video was so good. The way he's kicking is like amazing. I'm just blown away by a certain point in the video where he moved from one side to the other, and I'm just like, wait, what? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Those little kicks are crazy cool. He's staying, like the doctor said, he has gotten super cozy, nice and low in Sarah's pelvis. So he's carrying nice and low. But I am curious about that part right at the start. Because the way he's facing at the start, when the doctor goes around the other side, because there he is kicking like that, and then he moves this to go to the other direction and get him from the other side, and then he's facing the other way. Which is crazy that he sees him from there, then goes to there. I'm like so curious because he is kicking away right there. I think it's just that he's getting from one side to the other. But it almost, like, for a minute there, you would think it was twins. Because you see the movement in both of those little images. Right there at the very beginning, which you see him with his little kick. Oh my God, that's a perfect little image. That's him on that side. I didn't even realize that he got that perfect image. Holy crap, I can send that one to Sarah. Save. Oh, his little hand in that image. Holy cow. And you see him kick his little leg straight up. And then he rolls the camera that way and gets him from this side. I'm just wondering if that's because he just moved the camera from one side to the other. Wow, you can really see that profile. That is such a good profile. You guys, I can't even tell you. Yeah, such a strong heartbeat. I know, right? He is, oh my God, those legs. Like he's going like this with his little arm in the video. He's all, and then his little legs are like, and he's jumping. I told you he's enjoying Cirque du Soleil. Oh my God, those little kicks. He is kicking. Like, I'm talking like full on kicking those legs. It is the cutest thing I have ever seen. Like, he just throwing them bad boys out. Hold on. Yeah, he loves to hang out nice and low on her. Definitely. Yeah, he's oh my God, that little jump. He's measuring a couple of days smaller than 11 weeks, only by like 2 days, he said. But then again, there's like that little, what he calls a grace window. So because he's at 11 weeks, he's measuring at about 10 weeks. He said between 10 weeks, 5 and between 10 weeks, 5 days, 10 weeks, 6 days, which is like 2 days off of being exactly 11 weeks, which is where she's at. So he said that he's just going to leave it at 11 weeks. Like, some babies are just slightly shorter, So he is a little bit on the like, but he said he could totally catch up pretty fast. Oh my God, that little look at the camera. Oh my gosh. Yep. And he probably could have gone a little bit further down on his booty with that measurement because he started a little high up. But other than that, yeah, he looks like he said right on target. So oh my God, I'm laughing because of how much he jumps. Like he does a lot of jumping. And then he's like his little side view. There you go. That little frigging kick right there is so funny. Oh my God, I wish one of these times we might be able to show you guys at some point. But that little kick is hilarious. He goes dee 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 with his feet. I don't think he'll be short. He has got some long legs. Like seriously long legs. So I don't think he's going to be short, but like the doctor said, because he was so squirmy, like he was all over the place. Getting him in the right like position, like long enough to like steel frame him to measure him is why they call it a grace window because the baby is moving a lot. So getting him to where they can still frame the exact proper like head to rump moment without the baby like curving or like moving, which is what he was doing because he kept curling himself up and then kicking his legs and jumping. So he kept going whoop, whoop. And so his head kept going up and then his butt would be here, then his head would be here, and then he'd slide back down and then his legs would be up here and he was just like kick, 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 kick. So his little legs were kicking and then he'd go woo, and then he'd go back and then he'd kick, 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 and then he'd go woo back up. So that's what he was doing. He was like going, so every time like he would go to try to still shot him, he was in motion. So it was like trying to get, right at the tailbone to right at the top of the crown of the head is what they're measuring for. And if he has curled himself at all, or like what he's doing, which is overextending his little legs, you can't find exactly right at the spot of the rump. So that's where he measured him. Like he got a still shot of him just as he started to come back down. So he still framed him as he was dropping back down into the bottom of the pelvis. So he still shot that and measured him at that moment. And he said that's why that measurement shows about 2 days off, but that's only because there's a grace period because of how much he's moving. I don't think she's not scared about any of it. Actually, I think she's, like she said, she's just excited. She's just excited to get to that point and whatnot. She says if she has to have a C-section, then that's what it'll be. If she gets to deliver naturally, then that's what it'll be. She says she has no fears about it and no concerns about it. She just right now, her biggest thing is getting to a point where she can deliver, getting to a point to where he can come out of her and be in her arms. That's all she cares about. So she is not, she's not nervous or anything about it. She says she's really excited and wants to get to that point. Yeah. Sarah's really got a good pain tolerance. In all honesty, like with everything that she went through, like they had to make her go into labor to deliver Penelope. She handled that really well, like really well. I'm talking, she had to go through like full blown, like dilation and everything for her to be able to pass Penelope through. So she went through all of that and she did fantastic. So it's not like this is her first labor rodeo. So yeah, she handled it really well. Like, yeah, she was in pain. And there was a couple times where she cried from like exhaustion and frustration. But other than that, she really handled it really well. So I think she'll do okay. Yeah, I think she's going to do absolutely fantastic. So, oh my gosh, my lower back. Ow. Ew. But anyway, guys, I've been on here for forever. At some point, I got to go give her baby's pictures. She's got pictures in here of the baby. It's so funny too, because the printouts that come out of the machine at the doctor's office are nowhere near as good as me filming and then rolling it through and taking stills from the video. We got so much better quality shots using the phone than we did letting them print them. Like the ones he prints, you can't see them. Like they're so dark that you can't really make out a lot of the detail that we can in the video. She is, and that's the thing is, I think she has a lot of my disposition. Like, one, I'm more of a like keep to myself kind of person. Like, I don't like big crowds. I'm not like really like I can't do massive gatherings like that. I don't know what it is about it. Like when my family and all of them do like Thanksgiving and stuff, I kind of like I'll go for a little bit, but once everybody starts, like when all the big loud bit starts, I kind of like, okay, I'm ready to go. I love you guys, but this is so not my this isn't my thing. Like I'm just not for all the obnoxious, loud, crazy, everybody yakking and chatting and whatnot. And I did break my nail. I was like, I know I broke it. I can feel it. So yeah, it's not my thing. Sarah has been that way since birth, like since she was a newborn. She's always just been a very keep to herself, mellow baby. She's never liked like really loud crowds and stuff like that. She's always just been a very like a homebody. She's like me. She's a homebody, a little bookworm that likes her quiet time and arts and crafts. And ow, that is really sharp. So I'm going to get off here anyway because I need to, one, go file this before I break it further and try to nibble a little bit more of my food and then maybe put it up because I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat much more. This is like the cheapest amount and it's still it's still a lot for me. Like I can't eat that much. So, oh my goodness, I am so. So anyway, I'm tired, you guys. I didn't sleep very well last night. I was hoping it was going to start pouring rain again, but it didn't. And Tonkers was in here, so I couldn't play like the storm sounds because if I did, it would freak him out and he'd wig out, and then I wouldn't be able to get sleep because he'd be wigging out. But my poor dog, he is so not for any kind of. No, he's not for the storms. Nope. He used to never have a problem with them until we lived in the RV. And then once we're in the RV, the loud sounds from beating rain on the RV and all that kind of stuff, I think it traumatized him. So he's got a bit more trauma now from rain and stuff and thunder and whatnot. I know, right? Me too. Like, and this is the thing. Jay always gives me a hard time about this. And I've done this for years, by the way. This isn't new. Ordering food, like if we go out to eat, I can eat maybe 10 bites of my food in like the hour that we're there. And then I have to get a to-go bag because there's no way I'm finishing food in one sitting. There's just no way. And there's a reason for that, if you guys are wondering. When I was little, we were lucky if we got one meal a day, right? Like we were lucky if we got to eat like once. And sometimes it would be very late. So how is Winnie Bear reacting to Sarah? She is doing great this time around. Like the last two times she was very aggressive. And now she's not. She wants to always be right with Sarah. And I think she knows the difference this time. I think she can smell it and stuff. Oh, and Sarah gets to come off of the medication, the high dose of progesterone. She gets to come off of that next week. So he said the goal is to get her to 12 weeks when the placenta takes over. And then she can come off progesterone because the placenta will be doing the work from there, taking care of the baby. But we got to get her to 12 weeks so she can come off of it next Wednesday. So that's a huge deal. So that was like he said, if he suspected that it was the progesterone dose that was causing her to be so sick in the beginning, he would have lowered it. He goes, but I also know that I didn't want to risk at all the chances of losing the baby after 2 miscarriages this year. He said, with 2 miscarriages on the block, he goes, I was not willing to risk pulling you off the meds or lowering the dose. He goes, because this medicine with progesterone, it relaxes everything, right? It makes everything cozy and comfy for the baby, but relaxes everything else in you, which is what makes you so sick. It makes everything slow down. So it'll make you nauseous, whatnot. So Sarah has officially now lost 9 pounds since getting pregnant. So her official weight loss was 9 pounds. But from here forward, 15 pounds is about the window of weight gain. But if she continues on the route she's on, she's probably going to lose a few more pounds as the baby fills up that space, um, which is not uncommon with plus size girls. So she'll probably lose a couple more before she finally starts to put on, which he expects her to be around 15 pounds of weight gain. That would be strictly just baby weight. So the baby's weight, the placenta weight, and the amniotic fluid weight. For pretty much, she shouldn't gain any real like body weight. Most of the weight gain from here will more than likely be all because of the baby. Um, so that's, but we'll see. I mean, depending on how big he is, we'll see how he does, like how she does. No, I haven't been on Twitch in days. In days, I have so much. We had so much going on. I haven't even logged in days. So yeah, I mean, what site hasn't been hacked at this point? Like seriously. So yeah. I'm just so glad that everything is going good. I'm glad to see Sarah feeling a bit more human. Like when she came in, the doctor was like, "Well, you look like you're feeling human again, slightly." I mean, she still has like dark rings under her eyes and stuff from lack of sleep, but she's catching up finally. Like she's catching up on sleep. She's finally getting food in her. She's not constantly throwing. She's still very nauseous and dizzy, but not vomiting anymore. And the doctor said that's about normal. The progesterone will make you very dizzy and very lightheaded. Um, and then on top of that, the nausea. So as the not once she comes off of that next week, going into her second trimester, there should be a real noticeable difference of her um, feeling more and more human and feeling more and more like on her feet again. So that's going to be the best part is getting her to that point. So we shall see. But everything looked fantastic today and we're so excited. He definitely is sitting very low, which we already suspected. We were telling you guys that yesterday. And also on this video, guys, in the link on this video, the link in the description is the wish list. The Amazon wish list is in the description. So both wish lists are in there, by the way. So we have the wish list for the fur babies as well as for baby squishy. So squishy's list is in there, and then fur babies. And the fur baby list is strictly so that when we foster, we have extra supplies. Now, nobody's obligated to do that ever, like ever. So don't ever think you have to, but it's always there just in case somebody wants to throw something in for the fur babies. Because a lot of times what happens is I do a lot of money spending for the the fosters, and so our fur babies kind of get a little bit behind on toys and fun stuff. So there's things on there too. I know, like it's so crazy to think she'll be like she's now 11 weeks one day. It's like she'll be 12 weeks next week and going into like when you hit 13 weeks, 13 weeks is second trimester. So at the end of 12 weeks, she'll have finished her first trimester. We don't know yet. Like the only thing that we foster at this point is we don't foster any dogs anymore. One because Tonks is really old, and two, the only fostering of dogs we would do is puppies, like bottle feeders. My specialty with fostering is bottle feeding. So I only take newborn, pre or like neonatal kittens and puppies. So that's the only thing I do. So when they come to me, they'll stay with me until they are at least 8 weeks of age. So, because at 6 weeks, we really pull off the bottles, we wean them. Then they're old enough at that point to go get vaccinated. They get their vaccines. At 8 weeks, they get spayed and neutered. So, once they're spayed and neutered at 8 weeks, then they go back up to the shelter for display and adoption. So, that's what we do. It's much easier to do that. So, I have all the equipment to do that. But right now, once the baby's here, we're going to probably take a step back from doing any fostering, at least for the first 6 months, because we want to just focus 6 months of focus just on Carlisle and Sarah getting recovered, getting in a nice groove, getting in a nice thing. So they have to be 2 pounds. So spaying and neutering at 8 weeks, they should be 2 pounds by 8 weeks, which is right about correct. So you get them spayed and neutered at 8 weeks. Yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of places don't, but then you risk like female kittens can go into season as early as 4 months of age, depending on their genetic line. So female cats and small breed dogs can go into season as early as 4 to 6 months. Um, Kittens should not be having kittens, and a female cat at 6 months old, if she goes into heat, she will get pregnant. 9 times out of 10, what happens is she delivers too early. She'll deliver prematurely because her body's not made to carry babies yet. So she'll end up losing those kittens, but she'll also end up, by the time she's a year old, she will end up having between 3 to 4 litters by the time she is a year and a half old, which is not healthy. So if you can get them to 2 pounds at 8 weeks old, because um, they should be at 1 pound every month, right? So if you look at a cat, a female cat, and a male cat by 6 months old, they should be somewhere around 6 to 7 pounds by 6 to 7 months old. And then from there, it'll kind of taper off. And like Bella and them, Bella was at full grown at 2 years old. She weighed almost 8 pounds. And then Moki, she was on the smaller side. She was about just under 7 pounds. Um, Odie is nearly 17 weeks, and I'll be booking him in with the next few weeks to get neutered. Yeah, see, and that's a lot of places here will wait till 16 weeks with puppies. But with cats, you want to get cats done early. Like male cats will start to spray and mark territory by 6 months old. So at getting him neutered or whatnot, if it's a cat, getting them neutered by 4 months is like so important. Like no later than like 4 or 5 months. My Pebbles had 2 litters by the time she was 14 months old. The first time she got out without us knowing, and it happened, was hospital, and someone let her out. Yeah, and that's the thing is when they go into season, they don't come back out of it until they're pregnant. So if you have a cat, they will yowl and yowl and yowl, and then they'll have like a rest week. And then they'll yowl and yowl and yowl and yowl again until they get pregnant. So if you don't get them fixed, you better be prepared to listen to all the squeaking and screaming and yelling and all the male cats within a mile radius hearing that cat yelling. So, and it's super rough on their bodies. So yeah. But here you can get them spayed and neutered as soon as they reach 2 pounds. So when we do the fostering program, the sooner we can get them neutered and get them to that weight, the sooner they can get adopted and be in their new homes at a younger age. So that's what we do. 3 kittens in her first litter and 2 in her second. They hate each other. That's about normal, especially if it's mom and a male. If it's a male that you kept, they might, because in nature, naturally, mama cats will chase away the males. And the reason that they do that is so that there's no inbreeding. So mama cat will chase her males, like her male kittens, away from the litter, and most female cats will stay together. And then with the male, like the head male, he'll breed with all of them, and he may breed again with his own daughters later on if he stays ahead of things. But the sons will get chased off. They will not allow the male cats within a litter to mate. He's such a big softy, though. Pebbles just too, yeah. If it's her son, that's why. And if he's unneutered and she's unfixed, that's why. But if she's fixed now, that's good. But she'll still give him a hard time because he shouldn't be there as far as she's concerned. Nature would say she's supposed to chase him away. But once he gets neutered, you shouldn't have that problem anymore, because once he's neutered, he can't breed, which she'll settle down with batting with him and fighting with him. So you'll be okay. He's neutered, yeah, long ago. Very good. Yeah, so if they're both fixed, you shouldn't have any problems. So if she's not fixed yet, like you said, if she's getting fixed, yeah, you should be. If she's already fixed, then they should start to chill out. But if she's not, that might be why she's fighting with him. Because if she's still able to go into season, she will not like him, because he shouldn't be around her, as far as in her mind, as far as she's concerned. But you said Odie. Otis is the one you're going to be getting fixed. So is Otis a dog or a cat? See, like if it's a dog, that makes sense. Kitten. I also have 3 stray cats outside. Yeah, that's good getting them fixed. If you can catch spay release or catch neuter release, yeah. Oh, is a ginger kitten? Yeah, see, I wish they would have probably jumped on that and gotten Otis fixed earlier. But that's okay. I mean, I know the UK and stuff has different rules and whatnot than us. So I know here it's as long as they're 2 pounds. They got to at least be 2 pounds. If they're not 2 pounds, they won't even touch them. They won't even look at them. Even if let's say you have a dog and it's a little bitty teacup chihuahua, they won't touch that animal till it's at least 2 pounds because of going under anesthesia for that type of surgery. So they're super, super, super strict. There are ways to do procedures if you go to like a really advanced vet care, but yeah, you're a proper cat lady. Yeah, we have the 4 here. 2 of them are still available for adoption, but the worst part is, of course, getting them adopted is the hard part. Um, so we still have Binks and Sevi that are both up for adoption. Just been waiting. Uh, we had somebody that was a real potential for Sevi. When they did the home check, it was a absolutely nope. Um, he would not have been safe and definitely would not have been kept indoors. So absolutely not, because he's never been outdoors. And yeah, he's neutered and everything. Like they're all fixed, all vaccinated, whatnot. But he has never been outdoors, and he's extremely reliant on having a human with him. Like he's super human oriented. So he needs a place where he's not going to have people not properly watching out for him. And the people that really, really wanted him were begging for him, put in all this stuff. And then when they did the home check, there's no way. They're becoming so friendly with me. I'd love to get them homes. It's so cold for them outside. They have beds, etc., but I still hate them being out. Yeah, but here's the thing: when you do that, if you were to remove them from the area, more strays would move in and produce more kittens and stuff. So having the ones that you have there outside keeps your guys's local population there completely down if you're spaying and neutering. So you don't want to remove ferals from their stomping grounds, so to speak. That's the whole reason for catch, spay, release here is we will go and trap them in their area, tag their kennel that we caught them in, go take them, get them spayed and neutered. They get 2 days at the hospital, then they're brought back to the area where they were picked up, and they're released back into their zone, because this way it brings the population down. And we do this in multiple areas of the city, right? So as soon as we hear that there's an overpopulation of ferals in an area, we set out to trap as many as we can, get them fixed, and then release them back into the same area. So you don't want to rehome them. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, TNR. Yep. Trap, neuter, release. And it's such a huge population thing here too. So we have TNR and we have catch, spay, release, because females are spayed, males are trapped and neutered. But yeah, so the TNRs and the catch, spay, release program here are both really big programs that are like so important to making sure they get released back into their familiar grounds, because that's so important that they do. Oh yeah, see, there you go. And that's good too, because they know that you have an area where the strays congregate. And so knowing where they have their congregation of like where their pride comes together is important, because that tells you that they'll continue to come to that area for food, for water, for warmth and comfort, where they'll all kind of hunker down together. They'll be fine. They're made for the weather. If they weren't made for being able to handle being out in the cold, they wouldn't stay there. They would migrate away. So believe it or not, they're capable of keeping themselves fairly warm. Um, exactly. So you don't have to worry about them being rehomed. Like I wouldn't even worry about trying to rehome them. One, they're ferals for a reason, so let them stay feral. That is who they are and what they are. So they're great for keeping down like rodent population, stuff like that. So having some out there is a good thing. Um, but yeah, so we'll have to see what's going to happen when we get ready to move. I may have no choice but to have the two boys picked up to be taken up to Halt, um, to be there physically so they can be displayed and people can actually see them. Because when we get moved, I really do not want to take them down into town, um, and try to house them for even longer. We need them to get homed, especially before the baby gets here. We just don't need all of that like in the house during all that. They need to be set up so they can get adopted. Oh yeah, water rats are bad. Yeah. So, all right, you guys, I gotta go. I'm going to, like I said, I gotta eat some more of this, get it put away, and then I need to just take some time because I go to work tomorrow. My schedule starts back up again. So I've got a few things left to do. So I will talk to you guys later. You guys are fantastic and awesome. And thank you for hanging out with us.